Sweet, sour, bitter, salty. 4 tastes we all recognize. But what if I told you there's a hidden 5th one? A taste so powerful and addictive that restaurants and food industries secretly rely on it to keep you hooked. It's the reason a simple bowl of ramen feels like comfort in a spoonful, why aged cheese is impossibly rich, and why once you start eating chips, you can't stop.
The craziest part, you've been eating it your entire life without realizing it. Because for centuries, scientists didn't even know it existed. Today, we are unlocking the mystery of this hidden taste. Umami. What is it? How is it discovered? And why does controversy surround it? Stick with me, because what you are about to learn might change the way you see food forever.
You are watching Bizarre Nutrition. Hit subscribe, smash that like, and tap the bell if you are ready to go where most people won't. For centuries, people accepted that there were only 4 basic tastes. The idea was simple. Sweetness meant energy. Sourness warned of spoilage, bitterness signaled toxins, and saltiness helped regulate our body's balance. But something was always missing, a deep, savory richness that made some foods impossible to resist. Asian and Mediterranean cuisines had been using it for centuries. Fermented sauces, aged cheeses, rich broths, but nobody could explain why these foods tasted so satisfying. That is, until one man changed everything. It's the early 1900s in Japan. A chemist named Kikunae Ikeda sits down for a bowl of dashi, a delicate broth made from kombu seaweed. Something about the taste bothers him. It isn't sweet, salty, bitter, or sour, yet it's undeniably delicious. What was this mysterious 5th taste? Most people wouldn't think twice, but Ikeda, he became obsessed.
Imagine tasting something so unique that it defies every category we know. That's what Ikeda was dealing with. Instead of ignoring it, he decided to crack the code.
Ikeda locked himself in his lab, analyzing kombu seaweed to find out what made dashi so irresistible. After months of work, he isolated the compound responsible, glutamate. That's when it clicked. This wasn't just some random flavor. It was a whole new category of taste. He named it umami, a word that roughly translates to deliciousness in Japanese. But here's the thing, scientists didn't believe him. A new taste? Impossible. For decades, the idea was ignored, brushed off as nonsense. But Ikeda wasn't the only one onto something. For years, Ikeda's discovery was dismissed. Scientists clung to the belief that only 4 basic tastes existed, and anything beyond that was just a combination of flavors, not something new. But Ikeda wasn't alone. In 1913, another scientist, Shintaro Kodama, found that dried fish, specifically katsuobushi, also had this same deep, savory taste. He discovered that it came from inosinate, a compound that enhanced the same effect as glutamate. Then, in 1957, a breakthrough. Akira Kuninaka uncovered yet another compound, guanylate, found in shiitake mushrooms. Here's where it gets wild. Each of these compounds, glutamate, inosinate, and guanylate, don't just add umami, they multiply it. When combined, their effects skyrocket, creating an explosion of flavor far stronger than any one of them alone.
This is why ramen, aged cheese, and even a simple burger taste so insanely good. They are packed with these umami compounds, working together to trigger an unstoppable craving.
Despite the mounting evidence, scientists still refuse to accept umami as a basic taste. The problem? They needed proof that our bodies recognized umami separately from sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. That proof finally came in 2000, when researchers discovered something groundbreaking. specialized umami taste receptors on the tongue. This was it, undeniable scientific evidence. If our tongues had dedicated umami receptors, that meant it wasn't just a flavor enhancer, it was a fundamental taste. After nearly a century of rejection, umami was finally recognized as the fifth basic taste. It all starts on your tongue. When umami compounds, like glutamate, inosinate, and guanylate, hit those special receptors, something unusual happens. Unlike sugar, which gives you an instant rush, or salt, which just enhances flavor, umami triggers a slow, deep, savory satisfaction that lingers. But the real magic, it happens in your brain. The moment umami activates your taste buds, it signals to your body that you're eating something rich in protein, something essential for survival. Your brain loves this. It rewards you by releasing dopamine, the same pleasure chemical linked to addiction. And guess who figured this out? The food industry.
Ever wonder why you can't stop eating? It's not just the salt or fat, it's umami working behind the scenes. Fast food chains and processed food companies have mastered the art of packing umami into their products, making them practically impossible to resist.
This is why processed foods are loaded with glutamate, sometimes naturally, sometimes in the form of MSG, monosodium glutamate. That's what makes junk food feel so satisfying in the moment, but leaves you wanting more. The combination of umami, salt, and fat creates a perfect storm for cravings, hijacking your brain's reward system. Some scientists even compare it to how drug addiction works. So, does that mean umami is dangerous? Or is it just another misunderstood element of food science? For decades, MSG has been demonized. You've probably heard it before. MSG causes headaches. It's toxic. It's in junk food, so it must be bad. It all started in 1968, when a doctor wrote a letter to a medical journal claiming that after eating at a Chinese restaurant, he experienced headaches, dizziness, and numbness. He blamed MSG, and overnight, the fear spread like wildfire. Suddenly, people everywhere were convinced that MSG was a hidden poison. The media ran with it, coining the term Chinese restaurant syndrome, and food companies started slapping no MSG labels on everything. But here's the twist. There was never any real proof.
Think about it. If MSG was really that dangerous, why is it found naturally in tomatoes, mushrooms, and Parmesan cheese? Are we seriously saying a slice of pizza is toxic? The science tells a very different story.
Over the years, dozens of studies have tested the effects of MSG. The results? No solid evidence that MSG causes harm in normal amounts. In fact, the FDA, the World Health Organization, and countless food safety authorities have declared MSG completely safe. So why does MSG get such a bad rep? Simple: misinformation and food industry politics. Many of the early studies that blamed MSG for headaches were flawed. They gave people massive, unrealistic doses on an empty stomach. Meanwhile, the real issue with processed foods isn't the MSG itself. It's the salt, fat, and other additives that make junk food unhealthy. And yet, the MSG myth refused to die. So if MSG isn't dangerous, why do some people still report symptoms? Is it all in their heads, or is there something more to it? If science says MSG is safe, then why do some people swear it gives them headaches, nausea, or dizziness? Could MSG sensitivity be real? The answer? It's complicated. Some studies show that a small percentage of people may experience symptoms after consuming large doses of MSG on an empty stomach. But here's the catch. When these same people are given MSG without knowing it, their symptoms disappear. In other words, the placebo effect is at play. Your brain is powerful. If you believe MSG will make you sick, your body might react even if nothing is actually wrong. It's the same reason people claim they're allergic to gluten without any medical diagnosis.
Now, does that mean everyone is imagining it? Not necessarily. Some people might have a genuine sensitivity to MSG, just like some people react to caffeine or dairy. But for most, the fear of MSG is just that, fear, not science.
This is why major health organizations haven't banned MSG, because the overwhelming scientific consensus is that it's safe. So, if MSG isn't the villain, why does it still feel like a dirty word? The answer lies in how the food industry manipulates umami. We know umami is a natural taste found in meats, cheeses, mushrooms, and even breast milk. But here's where things take a dark turn. Food companies aren't just using umami to make food taste better. They're using it to hack your brain and keep you eating more. Think about your favorite fast food meal. A burger, fries, maybe a soft drink. That meal isn't just salty, fatty, or sweet. It's loaded with umami.
Ever wonder why fast food never quite fills you up, but you still crave more? It's not an accident. It is a calculated formula. The right mix of salt, fat, sugar, and umami creates a perfectly engineered crave machine.
Processed food is designed to be hyper-palatable, meaning it overstimulates your taste buds and tricks your brain into wanting more. And umami is a key player in this. Take instant noodles for example. Cheap, simple, and ridiculously addictive. That's because they're packed with glutamate-rich seasonings, triggering a deep sense of satisfaction that makes you want to keep eating. Even diet foods aren't safe. Many healthy, packaged meals quietly use umami compounds to replace fat or sugar, keeping the flavor addictive without the guilt. So while umami itself isn't bad, the way it's used in ultra-processed foods absolutely is. The real danger isn't just MSG, it's the fact that these foods are engineered for overconsumption. The question is, can you actually break free from this cycle? By now, you know the truth. Umami isn't the enemy, but the way it's manipulated by the food industry, that's a different story. So how do you enjoy umami without getting hooked on processed junk? Simple. Go straight to the source. Instead of getting your umami fix from MSG-packed snacks and fast food, you can find it in real whole foods. Foods that naturally contain glutamate, inosinate, and guanylate without the artificial tricks.
Want to taste pure umami for yourself? Try a spoonful of miso soup, a bite of aged parmesan, or a piece of sun-dried tomato. These foods aren't just packed with umami, they are rich, complex, and actually good for you.
Here's the cool part. You can even amplify umami at home. Slow cooking breaks down proteins, releasing more glutamate into your food. Fermentation, like kimchi or soy sauce, naturally boosts umami levels over time. Pairing umami ingredients together, like tomatoes and anchovies, or mushrooms and cheese, creates a multiplier effect, making flavors explode. The more you experiment with real, umami-rich foods, the less you'll crave fake, engineered versions. Because once you experience true umami, fast food just won't taste the same. Umami has been misunderstood for decades, once ignored by scientists, then demonized by the media. But now, it's changing the future of food. Chefs around the world are using umami to create richer, more satisfying meals, without relying on excess salt, sugar, or fat. Scientists are even studying umami's potential to help people eat healthier, using its natural savoriness to make nutritious foods more appealing. And what about the food industry? They aren't giving up their tricks anytime soon. As long as they can use umami to keep you craving processed food, they will. Now that you have the knowledge, the choice is in your hands.
So what do you think? Have you been unknowingly addicted to umami this whole time? Drop a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next video.